DUIs account for 10% of all arrests in the United States. This means that if you run background checks on job candidates or current employees, it's pretty likely that you'll see a DUI arrest or conviction appear at some point. But what do you do as an employer when a DUI shows up in a background check report? I'm Jeremy with Checkr, and in this video, I'm going to walk you through answers to a few common questions about different types of DUIs, legal regulations surrounding employing someone with a DUI on their criminal record, and how DUIs may impact your hiring decisions. First, where are you most likely to see a DUI on a background check? A DUI is a criminal charge for driving under the influence of alcohol or drugs, sometimes referred to as a DWI or OUI depending on the jurisdiction. So, if a person has been arrested or convicted of a DUI, it will most often appear on a criminal background check. Certain states, like New Jersey, New York, and Wisconsin, may also include DUIs on motor vehicle record checks. DUIs can vary from being a traffic offense to a misdemeanor or a felony based on the circumstances of the offense and state or local laws. Each state uses different guidelines to determine when a DUI is charged as one of these three types of offenses or another violation. The jurisdiction where the offense occurred, the circumstances of the event, and additional factors like the death or serious injury of another person can impact the charge level. All this to say, there are no universal standards for which circumstances could cause a DUI to show up as a certain type of charge. How long a DUI stays on a criminal record or driving record also varies from state to state. In most cases, it will stay on a person's criminal record indefinitely, but individuals can get convictions expunged in some states. So, now we've covered a bit about the different kinds of DUIs you might see on a background check. But what does it mean for you as an employer when a candidate has a DUI in their history, or when a current employee gets a DUI conviction? When this type of record appears on a background check, you may want to consider the following. First, make sure you understand your responsibilities when it comes to compliance with local, state, and federal regulations. We're going to go over a few important laws to know in a moment, but keep in mind that for some highly regulated positions, a DUI could automatically disqualify someone from employment. For other roles, however, you may follow your company's background check policy based on the nature of the positions you're hiring for and consultation with your legal counsel. So, if you hire employees who are responsible for operating a vehicle, these three compliance considerations should be on your radar before you even start running employment background checks. Let's start with the Fair Credit Reporting Act, or FCRA. The FCRA is a federal law that regulates all employment background checks. Under the FCRA, employers are required to inform candidates and employees in writing of their intent to run a background check and receive their consent before proceeding. They also need to follow the adverse action process if they desire not to hire a candidate based on information such as a record of a DUI in a background check. Employers who hire commercial drivers may also be subject to hiring regulations from the U.S. Department of Transportation, or DOT. This may include searching the Drug and Alcohol Clearinghouse database for information about program violations during the hiring process and on a recurring basis. You may also be required to run criminal background checks on commercial drivers, and a DUI can disqualify a person from employment in a DOT-regulated position for a certain length of time, or even indefinitely, depending on the nature of the offense. Lastly, state or local ban-the-box laws regulate when employers can ask about a job candidate's criminal history or conduct a criminal background check. These laws vary across states, counties, and cities, and you should check with your own legal counsel about which laws apply to you. After you understand your compliance responsibilities, you'll want to review your company's background check policy on how to consider a DUI during adjudication. The Equal Employment Opportunity Commission provides guidelines for evaluating criminal histories by looking at the nature of the offense, when it occurred, and its relevance to the job position. These guidelines and other aspects of your specific industry and the roles you're hiring for can help your organization craft a policy that empowers your team to make consistent and fair hiring decisions. Working with an FCRA certified background check provider can also help you streamline and simplify adjudication and compliance management for your hiring managers. So, does a DUI on the background check disqualify a candidate from employment? The honest answer is, it depends. As an employer, you need to consider legal compliance, industry regulations, and the safety of your customers and employees when reviewing background checks. Navigating this process can be complex if you're doing everything yourself, but partners like Checkr can help you simplify and speed up workflows without sacrificing the quality and accuracy of your reports. Get in touch with us at Checkr today to find out more about how our advanced background check technology can help you conduct smoother, safer, and faster screenings and feel confident in your hiring decisions.